I think I'm going to watch the video that Aiden wanted me to watch. It is a video about earned wage access. I kind of know what's in this video. First of all, because I think we discussed earned wage access apps from Walmart over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago on Marketing Monday. But then also Aiden described this video to me on the Patreon of Lemonade Stand. He basically described beat by beat the video. It's going to come out on Monday. I think there's something I can learn since he didn't have any graphs with him.
These days, when Renita is short on cash, she's been using Earnin, one of these new banking apps that call themselves Earned Wage Access.
I can get you up to $500 of your future money now.
I just partnered up with Dave.
They've got ads with celebs.
Is this a general rule of thumb? If there's like a teddy bear telling you how you're going to make money, don't trust it. That's a good basic rule of thumb. When a teddy bear or Jason Derulo tells you there's a great way to make money.
Jason Derulo.
Cost of living has skyrocketed across the country.
2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Paycheck to paycheck.
Bro, if you guys don't know, these apps let you get your paycheck early, usually with a fee. We're spoiling a little bit, but that's what they do. But the idea that like people are living paycheck to paycheck. So the way we save them is letting them get them paychecks in between their paychecks. The reason they're living paycheck to paycheck is because their total wages for the year don't add up to the cost of things. It's not the timing. It's not a problem with like, I don't have it on this day. The problem is that they're not paid overall enough.
This is a industry that's backed by billionaires like Larry Ellison and Mark Andreessen to make profits off people who are struggling.
Today,
How is this different from payday loans is a great question. And the answer is that it's named differently. How is buy now, pay later different than debt, different than credit cards?
You spin the little wheel and then you choose to transfer out.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, it says tip what you think is fair. So they're asking for a tip.
Do you ever?
No, I do not.
Dude, asking for a tip is so funny. You know, even in the most egregious tips in real life, there's at least a human there to spin the iPad around. But the idea that they're going to ask somebody to tip remotely for a payday loan service, the idea that you're so desperate for money now that you're going to be pulling from your future paycheck and that you're going to tip them for that is just awesome. It's just awesome, dude.
surely nobody tips their banking app, right? But the data shows that the apps receive tips 73% of the time. This is because they're very manipulative.
It's like a dark pattern.
At one point, Earnin made you
Everyone's saying WTF, but it's like they make it so it's a default. The tip is a default, and you're like hitting next or whatever, and then it just pulls it through.
And the Dave app messes with your emotions, telling you your tip is going towards helping hungry children.
That's crazy.
As you decrease the tip amount, you make the little animated child sad by taking her food away.
That's crazy.
But an FTC investigation...
She gets sad? She's not sad. She's like... having the raised eyebrow? Like, huh? Only 10%, huh? Dude, I need that. If you only gift one sub, this girl should pop up and be like, only one, huh? Only one gifted sub. How much Uber Eats will A-Track be able to afford with only one gifted sub? I don't understand your hate for credit cards, TBH. If you pay your balance in full, it's literally free points again. Bro, I am aware, bro. Do you think I don't understand the mechanics? Yes, if you can pay your balance in full, buy now, pay later is fine. Credit cards are fine. Everything's fine. If you have the money, there's no problem, okay? But do you think that perhaps the billions and billions of dollars they make every year off credit cards and off buy now, pay later is because they know that most people won't have the money? That's the point. The point is the profit they make from knowing you won't have the money. And BNPL doesn't give you points.
So if I tip 10% on a $100 advance, my tip is $10, but only $1 of that is going towards feeding hungry kids.
Well, no, that's why she's raising her eyebrow. That's why she's like, I can't really eat a lot off $1.
In SEC filings, they've reported making $68 million from tips last year.
That's so crazy.
And according to Earnin,
about 40% of our revenue
That's so
is
crazy.
tips.
so after opting out of tipping a banking algorithm, Renita has two
It's
options.
just an app that gives someone access to their own money early.
All of the EWA app users I talked to said they would never consider taking out a payday loan. The apps, on the other hand, have bright colors and clean design. And if you don't see their ads on social media or TV, you may see them at work.
It was in the teacher's bathroom, next to the OSHA signs.
So Lee signed up.
Yeah, I mean, so we talked about this on Marketing Monday a few years back, but it was through the context of Walmart, which is their app InstaPay. And the thing is about Walmart is they were using the advertisement to their employees in the same way, which is like, hey, you know you get paid every 2 weeks and that sucks? Imagine getting paid every day. But they're your employer. Like, the app is coming from Walmart to its, like, they could pay you every day if they wanted to. They're the one paying. It's so odd to be like, don't get stuck with a stinky every 2 weeks pay. I had daily pay connected to the hours we worked. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy, bro. And then if it's from your employee, like Walmart did it because if their employees wanted to get paid every day, then they would take the fees. And so it ended up that Walmart was paying some of them sub minimum wage after all the fees were applied. Because the total number of hours worked was the same. They were just paying them early and then charging fees. So they were paying them essentially less than they had to.
Earnin will take back what she owes right away. So she only has 1 day to repay, which means her APR is
1,456.35%.
Yes, quadruple digit interest rates should be illegal. So why aren't they? Lending laws technically only apply to loans.
These are not loans. EWA's access to
So we talk about this so much time on this stream, but just Wall Street every few years taking the same debt and finding a different way to name it is so funny. It's the same thing as BNPL, dude. It's the same thing. It's just a different way. We need to get on the action. We need to find another name for debt. We should call it, I need a name for it. I need a name. I need like, call it Happy Dollars. Call it money time travel. That's perfect. Holy shit. Okay, it's called money time travel. And what we do is we're not loaning your money. We're using proprietary technology to travel your money from the future through time now. So you get access to future bucks now and you pay back regular bucks later. This is good. MTT, money time travel. Tomorrow's earnings today. Wait, I'm setting this up. This is awesome. This is easy money. Invest in your future self. Oh my God. Wait, have your future self invest in the now. Say thank you to your future self. And it's like an ad of like a woman and it's like herself, but slightly older, patting her on the back. I've got you. Don't worry, I've got you. Holy shit.
EWA lobbyists use words like
Choice,
dignity,
flexibility.
they're trying to convince lawmakers that they're providing an important service to working Americans. That's allowed them to define the narrative by repeating the same 5 talking points.
Okay.
Workers can only access their own money.
their own money. It is absolutely not a loan.
Because our product is not a loan, no EWA provider charges interest.
For a non-loan product with no
She's
interest
just reading
or
off
recourse.
There's also no requirement to repay.
They have literally
It's
forever.
funny because they're all just reading the talking points off the fucking paper. They have forever to pay it back? No, they don't. It comes out of their next paycheck. That one's just a lie. I mean, I guess they're all lies in a way, but this is like one that comes out of their next paycheck.
Right? So because it's their money, they're just borrowing against their future self. I shouldn't say borrowing, they're accessing wages against.
I shouldn't say borrowing because that would make it sound like a loan. I should say borrow. I'm accessing wages. So stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It's just a different word. We all know what's going on here. They're just accessing the future, dude. They're just time traveling. Well, I gotta get my talking points ready. Your Honor, they're not borrowing and they're not accessing wages because we banned that in 2030. What they're doing is they're time traveling their money from what they've made in the future to themselves in the present. Your Honor, have you seen the movie Looper? With Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Andy debunked every talking point. First up, that there's no interest.
It's not true. The average effective interest rate on EWA loans is over 330% APR.
It's like, you don't even need to go into the details of it. It's just, why would this business exist? They make a profit. Where's the profit coming from? Why? They're not doing this at the good of their hearts, okay? They're not doing this at the good of their hearts. So where's it making a profit? Like, the idea that we have to rigorously debunk it is just crazy. Why are 10 different apps popping up to give you your money early? Because they can take money from you.
Andy said EWA companies claim annual percentage rates are misleading because their loans don't last for a whole year.
That's like saying that you didn't violate the speed limit in miles per hour because you didn't drive for an hour. You were only driving for 2 minutes.
I did say that to a judge just the other day when I drove 120 in a school zone. Because I had places to be. I had an idea about time traveling money, actually. I had to get to the bank right quick. And it worked, okay? I hit barely any kids. MKBHD was in the passenger seat, actually. He was warning me against it. He had some bad experiences.
Earned wage access, in my opinion, does not qualify as a loan.
I think it is an amazing concept.
You're not loaning me.
What is amazing about it?
It's mine, I earned it.
I do think that this is a real solution for our constituents.
What is the solution? It's just so stupid. I mean, I assume all these people are bought by lobbyists, is my assumption. But I'm worried that some of them are actually dumb enough to hear it and be like, no, I can't tell. Some of them could be just actually dumb. And that's scarier to me, that you can't figure out that this is a loan. That's crazy.
During the hearing, they're like, hey, we're not predatory. Look, we want to be regulated.
I crisscross the country generally supporting legislation.
Meanwhile, the legislation was written by fucking ALEC, the guys that are secretly behind tons of conservative state laws, like Stand Your Ground and bills that weaken labor unions and restrictive voter ID laws.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna curse, then I'm taking my money and going elsewhere. Okay? I thought we're trying to here to learn. And if you're gonna hear and you're gonna say that vile word to our ear, we don't curse on this stream. Tell you what, I've never seen an earned wage access app curse. That friendly bear from Dave Bank, he didn't curse. Hey, I wonder who's on the wrong side of history here.
And even worse, by normalizing debt as a way to deal with low wages, they're reducing the pressure that would naturally build on employers to pay people more.
And then also, I mean, like, you know, one big thing, and this is part of what Lena Khan was doing with other things like Ticketmaster and everything. It's like, one thing that particularly annoys me about things like this is the way they try to hide how they're charging you. Like, to me, it's so important that anything remotely like a loan is upfront and clear about what it is and then what the APR is. Like, if you can just compare and contrast all the different stuff, when it's hidden, when it's fees, when you think you're buying a ticket for $100 and then actually it's fucking $180 because of all that stuff's annoying because it requires you to constantly be on your guard. They're making value off of tricking you or trying to catch you when you're not looking or you're not making a choice. I find that to be very frustrating. It's an optional tip. The tip is one part that's optional. Getting it now is $6.99. And then, because tip was only 40% of their revenue. Tip your employer when they pay you. I mean, you should do that. That's just a good habit.
Like, not have to think about it. Like, I don't have to be filthy rich. I just don't want to have to think about what's in my bank account every day. That'd be nice.
I mean, good video. Good video. Good video. These EWA apps are insane. I'm so excited personally to see the other names they come up with debt over the next 30 years of the earth before it all ends. Mr. Beast bucks, that would be sick. If you could borrow money from Mr. Beast. It's like a little game on your phone. Borrow Mr. Beast's money and you get Beast bucks from the Beast Bank. Okay? How does he charge you though? There's a way you got to work on it. Oh, maybe it's like, yeah, you borrow it, but then you have to either tip or you have to watch a certain number of Mr. Beast videos all the way through. And if you fall enough behind on your debt, you have to be in one of his videos and he gets to do whatever he wants. Okay?